Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at USAGlobalTV.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Howdy, y'all, or another way of saying is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anywhere here in the world on the USA Global TV and Radio Network, and it truly is a global show. Last week we had a guest from Australia. Today we have a guest from India. I have the pleasure today of talking to Vivek Pandey, a person who I started a conversation with on LinkedIn a few months ago, developed into a business relationship, developed into a place where I feel very comfortable inviting him onto the show today. So please welcome Vivek to the show, and we're going to get a chance to learn a little bit more about websites and branding and a few other things that will help a lot of people in business. Hey, Vivek. You're in India right now. What part of India are you in?
I'm in New Delhi right now.
Where?
I'm in New Delhi right now.
Delhi. Okay, I got you. Sometimes I don't understand as well as I should. That's part of my own hearing problem. Anyway, you got into business in the digital world how long ago? Tell me a little bit about your history.
So it's been a long time. I have been in this industry from last 8 years, and I was in this business since the business actually started. The thing is, people think that SEO and the digital marketing industry and the website started from last long year, but it's not like that. Digital marketing and business actually started from last 6 years, and that is the reason people are having so much of myth about this digital marketing website and branding strategy.
Do you think the pandemic had a problem in trying to get that initial start going and maintaining it?
So the thing is, pandemic has actually boomed this industry. They given us lots of opportunity to do well because people were not going out and they were not searching out the shops and they were not bargaining at that shops at that point of time. So people thought they will go to the Google and they will search for the best industry and best digital marketing industry and the companies so that they can rank up and they will give them a boom. And
Well,
that's how.
I've been on the Zoom and Skype and other video things for years before the pandemic. However, with the pandemic and being shut in, I had to start changing the way I search for things. And so things that I didn't even think about buying, I buy now online. I could, this little thing here, just a little thing. I could buy it at the store, but yes, sometimes it's just as easy to click the deal. So you're a branding strategist, and when you are looking to take a particular, whether it's a pair of glasses or a cell phone or whatever it is, you help me with the website, but we'll get to that in a moment. But let's just talk about branding in general. What mistakes do people make assuming what branding is, and we'll get into what makes branding work in a minute. But what's the problems with people just starting thinking they know everything about it?
So let's take it in a very simple example. Let's think about you. Let's be an organic person. So what do you think? If you want to buy a cloth, You will go to a Google and let's talk about a very simple thing. You want to buy a cloth and you don't want to go out. What do? You just search over the Google or the search engine, right? So what happened here is the search engine plays a very vital role here. Search engine only gives you the suggestion which they actually trust, and the only get by the things like your branding, like your strategy, what you're talking about, what people are talking about on the search engines, on the other websites. So what I'm trying to say here is search engines is not a simple human. It can only be done by making some noises, telling about yourself, telling about your business over the other websites, and that actually help people. So what people mistake here is they don't think that search engine optimization is actually helpful. They are, rather than that, they are going to the paid campaigns. So the myth is paid campaign is just I can say a rented house. Till the time you are paying, you are getting the results. When you stop paying to the search engine, you will never get the results. As simple as that. But the search engine is SEO is like search engine optimization or digital marketing, we can say, is like it's owning your own house. It will give you a result as long as you want.
So in other words, what you're saying is that if I'm walking by the outside and the outside sign says open, then I know I can do business in there. If I go by and there's no open sign, it's just dark, then I just assume the store's not open. So I'm not giving any business to that one. Is that another way of me looking at it?
Of course. See, let's suppose if you want to buy a shoe, you will search a shoe over the internet. It will show you the sponsor link. The three links, the three websites are the sponsor links. But after that, you will see the organic results. But why the organic results are showing you that? Why the Google is showing you that particular websites? Have you ever thought about it?
Well, I know when I go in and I see the first three, I generally ignore them. Just that's just me. Hey, I'll go down to where it doesn't say sponsored, even though they have some really good verbiage as far as why I want to look at that site. And sometimes they'll fool me, and I'll click on it, and then I see it's an advertisement or something. But I've gotten to a point where I've made the mistake too many times, and I need to go in there and find what I want. So I see them, yeah, the first three, maybe even more than three, but usually I'll go down and I'll go down and I'll find something that's more aligned with my search requirements. I have a really big problem with my business because I want to know, let's say that causes of Alzheimer's, for instance. If I put it, I'm going to get the standard two things that they want you to know about. But if I type in turmeric and Alzheimer's, or ginger and Alzheimer's, or phosphatidylserine and Alzheimer's, I will get a lot of information that I can't get just with the normal search of causes of Alzheimer's. So I have to almost be pressing. I have to kind of guess what is the end result before I ever find out what the end result is. That's just the way I do business. I think that's a little bit more involved than most. Most people put it in, boom, that's what they want, their shirt, shoe, whatever, they find it. But some of us have a more difficult time on there. But for most of the people that you work with as a branding strategist, so what you're saying is you can buy the ads. Once the ad expires, the light goes off, everything's dark. But now your website has to be able to pull yourself up so that you're at least somewhere in the fighting mode within the organic world of Google. Is that a way of saying it?
Yes. See, I need to tell you one thing here. Paid campaign is just for a particular period of time. But if you go ahead with the search engine optimization, what I'm telling you here is a very unique and a wide thing, because you are placing yourself or your business for a very long period of time. Because in the paid campaign you are paying, and once you stop paying for that, you are nowhere. But if we talk about the search engine optimization, your brand is up there once you stop paying for that. Even if you stop paying for that, sorry. So the thing is, I want to tell you one thing. People make a huge mistake. They don't understand what is the difference between the paid campaign and the search engine optimization, because they both come into the same phase, into the digital marketing.
Okay,
And
what should somebody do who wants to be smart and get a good return on their investment of time and money, as far as how would I go about branding myself, my business, my service, my products, whatever that may happen to be? What do you tell a new client?
see, if you are doing a seasonal business, let's suppose if you are doing a, if you want people to buy something from the website, which is a seasonal business. Let's talk about Christmas, because Christmas is coming soon. So if I'm running a paid campaign on 1st of December, it will be beneficial for me, because people will search out and find the best website where they can get something as a gift. That is the good investment. But if you are looking for a long time results, you have to go with for the search engine optimization. That is the huge difference, because you like for the seasonal business, you are running a paid campaign which is for a shorter period of time, but for a long period of time you have to go with the optimization services.
Okay, so when you're talking about search engine optimization, SEO, you're talking about how can I get the most number of people to my website on a regular basis. That's really what we're talking about. Visitors to the website, and sometimes hungry visitors that actually have money that want to buy something.
Right. See, with the search engine optimization, your website will be top for a long period of time. But with the paid campaigns, your website is for a certain period of time, till the time you are investing the money. So that's the biggest thing. You need to know what you have to do.
Okay, so on a paid campaign, you're saying, I got this for this price right now, this amount of time. Boom, thanks, done. But if I'm really setting myself up, I want to have my website so it's going to be organic, people can find me, and that website has to have certain things. I mean, the metadata and the headers and all the rest of that stuff that goes into a website. That when some of us create our own website, maybe we don't know the importance of having that particular line filled in correctly. I had a friend of mine who, during the pandemic, went out and got himself a Google light. Anyway, he specialized for about 12 weeks on heavily, and when he would do his courses, everything you have to do this. If you want this thing to be seen in Google, you have to do it this way. And I thought it's kind of interesting because there's a lot of refreshing and everything else. But when you set up somebody's website to have SEO, that magic bullet that will bring people in, what's important in a website that will attract and visitors, but also attract Google to keep you in the organic level? What are those items?
See, first of all, I need to tell you one different thing. The thing is, people go ahead with the cheaper things. People say that I want this template and I want this website to be look like this, and they go ahead with the templates. Templates has already lots of things like the extra coding, like extra plugins and everything. So don't go ahead with the plugins first of all, and then the second thing is we have to be specific what we want our target audience to see, and the third thing is what actually we want. and that is from the customer point of view. See, if you want to enhance yourself, you need to know where you have to target. People don't know that. And that is the major thing people do the mistake, because what they do is they go ahead with the cheaper thing. They say that I have the developer who's developing the website which is very much good, and that is looking so good. Don't go ahead with the looks. Go ahead with the optimization. You know, there are major things: title tag, meta tag, optimization, and alt tags, and most important thing, indexing. Indexing is Indexing plays the major role here, because if you index your website in a right way, then after that Google will crawl your website in a right way and get all the information. With the title tag, people will know about your business name. With the meta tag, people will know about your business, what actually you do. And that's how Google will give you the separate category that yes, you do this business. Okay, I'm going to recommend people that you do this business. Then after that, the indexing plays a major role that yes, you do this business. Okay, I'm gonna suggest people that what actually you do and you are good into that. But after that, the fourth category is uh, very important. I can say important, but people don't think about that. So the thing is, we have to think about that. We have to start thinking about that. And yes, Red, you said what is the major thing which people don't concern about? The thing is, people don't concern about what Google is getting them. So we have to make the backlinks, we have to make the major role things, we have to make them popular, we have to make them sound good, and that can actually be happen with making up the backlinks, making up their website more popular, with putting the contents in a right way, in a right websites, on the right websites, I can say.
Got a question coming in from a customer here. It says, is it important to do SEO on all pages of all of your website?
Of course it is. You know, the thing is, we have to do SEO for all the pages. Let's suppose if you are giving the website to an agency or to a person who's doing the SEO for you, what they actually do, they will kill up all your time. How you can track them? You can only track them by the algorithm of the Google, and you have to know about the Google algorithms. That is the major thing. I was about to tell you about with these things, but you know, most of the people don't tell you about that. What actually Google wants? Google want some algorithm. Google plays on certain algorithms. You know, you have to put only seven keywords in a single page. That Google says. You have to index every single page. You have to do everything in a right way, and that's how Google will crawl all your information in a right way and start suggesting to the people who are actually looking for your services.
Okay, I have another question from our audience. Is I'm a coach. I would love to do SEO on my website. However, I'm going to be up against people like Tony Robbins. Well, Tony Robbins can probably hire a half a dozen people to staff his websites and keep them up and running. But for the one person business owner who may not know much about websites, uh, what does that person do? Is that something you go to YouTube and you find out, okay, here's my metadata, here's my sitemap, here's my backlinks, and I have to go through a checklist every single time I post a blog or put a new picture up? Uh, that sounds pretty difficult to me for a one person show. Is that a fairer way of looking at it?
No, it is not. See, I'll tell you very in a very single line or a very layman language. So let's suppose you have some disease. So you're gonna find out on Google. you will have at least 10 answers on Google. Do you trust them all?
No.
That's the thing. So expert does their work. So let doctors do their work. SEO expert is the doctor of Google. I'm talking about the SEO expert, not any particular random Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Okay, so if I'm going to go ahead and hire somebody who's an expert, what's that going to kind of
So,
cost me? That to me sounds like lots of money.
of course, and before that, you need to analyze where you are investing your time and money because it's not about money. I'm not talking about here about the money only. I'm talking about time also. See, if you have given, let's suppose if you have given someone $200 or $300 for the SEO, and that's a good enough money for that while you are outsourcing your work or outsourcing your website. So that's enough money for them. But what about if you are not getting the results at the right time? Here is the major game. It's all about return of investment. Getting the right thing at the right time.
That's life in general.
Of course.
Okay, so it's a timing issue, it's a content issue. In other words, I don't want to be selling Halloween stuff at Valentine's Day. That's a disconnect. So I understand it's a timing issue. There's a lot of things there that work. Now, I have a WordPress website, and I know other people who want to have WordPress websites, and they say it's too hard.
Right.
Is that a web or WordPress websites a worthwhile investment, and are they hard to do?
See, it's not hard to do, and even I can say you that in the WordPress you don't have to do the coding, but it's very major important thing. You have to do collaboration with the search engine console and the search engine optimization and the analytics. They three of them plays a major role while you are making the website. You are not making the website for yourself only. You are making a website for people who want to watch them, who want to get your services, get your products, right?
Okay, so like I'm an author. I would love to get more exposure on my books. I'd like to be able to sell them worldwide. What do I have to do on, let's say, any author? Doesn't matter with me, but what would I have to do, or what would I have my SEO manager do in order to get more sales on Amazon or my website or whatever? What would you recommend to that kind of business, the author business, because that's the one that I'm most interested in.
That's a very important question you asked me. I need to tell you one thing here. SEO is not like a medicine. SEO is not like anything. It's not like a overnight miracle that can happen overnight. See, it depends. It's a total solution. What actually you want? See, you want your books to be sold, right? So
Right.
we have to be very specific what people are looking out and what kind of books people are looking out and where we are selling out these books. See, if you are already in Amazon, there are multiple and I can say bunch of strategies in SEO, in digital marketing, in paid campaign, in social media marketing. Digital marketing come with social media and SEO and I can say paid marketing. What here is, I need to tell you one major thing. If you want to sell your book, you have to know where exactly you have to target because that can be recognized by you only. You know your business better than anyone else in this business, in this world, I can say.
Okay, so
So
if I'm going to write a book, I need to know who my audience is very well in advance, as opposed to just writing a book and hoping I can find an audience for it. So there's some stuff I have to do ahead of time on my own due diligence to say I have an audience, I know how to reach them, I know what that audience looks like, I know what they're hungry for, I know what they want. Now I write the book. What happens?
What happened here is you have to put your backlinks where exactly people are finding you out. You know, there are bunch of backlink making websites. Like I can say there are millions of websites over the search engine where people want to find you out. And the thing is, we have to think, we have to analyze where people want to see you and where people are looking for these kind of things. Let's suppose if you are a motivational speaker, we have to find out where people are finding out the motivational speaker. We have to think about where product, let's suppose a shoe, a person is finding out a person who's selling out the best shoes in the country. So that's how we plays a major role. A digital marketing company or a digital marketing person plays a major role. You can get a person who will work for you in $3,000 or $4,000 in USA, right? But here the pictures come. See, you have to hire a search engine optimization expert, then you have to hire a content writer which can create a best creative and keyword integrated content for you. Then a graphic designer which can create a best graphics for you, and then a strategy manager. He will be finding he or she will be finding out the best strategy so that they can find out the best things and best websites and best way to enhance your business, to elaborate your business. And what people do, they will just hire an SEO expert who will be writing up the content with chat gpt, which is actually copyrighted. They will get the graphics from the other website, the third party websites, which is actually copyrighted. They will not get it because they says that it is free. Everything is copyrighted over the internet. Red, people do the mistake, and that is the thing. We have to hire a best marketing agency, and that plays a major role.
Let's kind of move into the aspect of social media because I got another one in here. It says, I'm a business owner and do a number of podcasts on social media. How do these social media platforms determine if my broadcast is going to be pushed out more than someone else's? So in other words, I think that's a fairly common thing. It used to be we just do social media, but now there's more of concentration on podcasts. Why don't we just start talking about social media and then bring in the podcast aspect of it? So how do you align, like I'm an author, how would I align my social media with my audience, my target audience?
I just want to ask you one thing here. So,
Okay.
have you ever searched where actually the people are finding you out and what kind of keyword they are looking for?
Okay, so in other words, I have to know, does Instagram have more people who want to know about my topics, or does LinkedIn have more people who want to know about it? So in other words, I have, again, a search I have to do up front on my target audience to know where they go, when they are there, so that I can put something out in front of them in Facebook at 7 o'clock at night in my local area, or have something set up where it's 3 o'clock in the morning so people in Japan or some other place can see my stuff. So, okay, I have to have that set up. I know the right, I have my podcast, I'm doing it on Facebook or I'm doing it on LinkedIn. How does that podcast get evaluated from an SEO perspective of, yeah, people want to see more of this, so Google's going to put it out there more often?
So, let's not talk about the SEO perspective. Let's talk about the social media, which is SMO. So, have you searched how many people are finding you out with that particular keywords? So, let's make it this way. SEO works with the keywords where people will search you out over the internet with that particular keywords. Let's suppose if I'm finding out a shoe, I will write down shoes near me or the shoes which I'm getting faster at my address. That is a kind of keyword. But have you searched what people are searching over the social media to get the target audience? And here, the major picture is people do the mistake. They will not search about that thing. They will not do this due diligence. They will run up the paid campaigns. They will run up the SEO campaigns without searching how many people are finding out them or their business with that particular keyword, or I can say in social media, how many people are finding out them with that particular hashtags, because in search engine optimization keyword works, but in social media the hashtag works.
Okay, so what you're telling me is in social media, I have a keyword that people are trying to find me on. But on social media, the keyword has a pound sign in front of it. It's called a hashtag. So it's a
Yes,
similar path, different terminology, but same end result.
right. We have to know how many people are finding out ourselves or my business with that particular keyword or hashtag from that particular location, and that's how a major picture comes in a
Okay,
place.
so if I'm brand new, I might be able to figure out a keyword that I put in, but that same keyword is also a hashtag. Why would it not be, right? Yeah.
See, I can tell you one thing. Let's suppose, give me a keyword, give me a business. I'll give
Health,
you a live example here.
health and wellness,
Sorry,
health and wellness as a
health and wellness. And let's take an example in cardiac, right?
okay.
Okay. So if I'm searching out health and wellness in cardiac arrest, just
Okay.
an example, have you thought it can be a keyword?
But cardiac arrest or what?
Health and wellness, or let's suppose, let's make it simple, cardiac arrest precautions.
Okay. So
Is
you're talking about the key word, but amplifying it with the intent of what that article is written about.
Have you thought, let you have given me a topic, so have you thought it can be a keyword, cardiac arrest precautions? Do you think people will search out you or your topic with that keyword?
More than likely, yes.
Of course. Do you know how many people are searching out your topic or your business with that particular keyword?
No, I do not.
That is the thing. You need to know where exactly you're targeting. You know, cardiac arrest is a different thing. Many of the people are playing around these keywords, and there are many big players in the market. Believe me, many of the big players who are investing like millions of money, and even they are investing, I can say, thousand or 2,000 or 5,000 or $10,000 in a single day.
Vivek,
But
we're
here,
getting toward the Vivek, we're getting toward the end of the show. What have I not brought up, or what have you not talked about from a branding perspective or a website perspective that you can cover in the next 1 to 2 minutes before we start wrapping the show up? What's really important for our audience to know?
the major thing you need to know is branding and strategy. There is a major difference between your branding and where you want to see yourself. Branding is a different thing. It makes you up, and strategy you think about. And SEO and the digital marketing. plays a major role here. That will actually make a bridge between you and your target audience.
Okay.
That is the
Let's
thing.
what who is a really good client for you? What value do you offer, and what's the best way for them to reach you?
See, I need to tell you one thing. I have a good story here. I work for Dr. Mansi, who's from California. She actually came into the picture and she said, I want to start the SEO because I know what is the importance of SEO and the digital marketing. So she said, before SEO, I want to start the paid campaigns. So I said, no, we cannot do that because without SEO or without any of your presence over the internet, there is no result which will came out for the digital marketing, and you will not get any single results. What people make the major mistake is they will start the paid campaigns or digital marketing from the very first day. You have to wait till 21 days because Google will recognize and get all your information about your business, about your category, about your product and services, whatever you are doing. It actually takes 21 days so that Google crawlers or the robots get all the information and send it to the Google. And then after that, after 1 month, or I can say after 2 months, you can start playing with that things. Do digital marketing industry after, do digital marketing strategies or do digital marketing activities after 1 or 2 months, not before that. I can recommend one thing only.
Okay, so if somebody wants to reach you, you use your email or your telephone. What's your preferred method of contact? Because I know you're what time in the morning are you? You're midnight over there right now in India.
See, this number which is +1 302 844 8954, which is the hotline number, and me or my executive will answer the query
Okay.
anytime you want because we have three offices. We have in India, we have in Dubai, and we have in US also in
Okay.
LinkedIn. So you can reach out anytime. The hotline is available every time. Like I
Okay.
can say for the US people, that is 24 by 7.
Okay. So you're 24/7 and just call on the phone. That's just you're almost like me. Call me on the phone. That's what I want to hear. So call you when you have an interest. Talk to you about uh, SEO. Talk to you about branding. Talk to you about strategies. Talk to you about optimization. Talk to you about social media. Talk to you about building a website or enhancing a website, changing a theme, changing a template. Lots and lots and lots of things that you and your staff take care of. So does that kind of summarize it a little bit?
Of course, but I need to tell you one thing here, and your audience also read. Please don't go ahead with the template website that is very easy to make, but that is actually very hard to get the clients. Because
Okay.
if you are looking for the clients, if you are looking people who will actually come onto your website and start getting start making the queries, don't go ahead with this template website. Get your custom websites, get your custom web links, and start getting some business,
Okay.
not on the website.
Fantastic advice. Thank you so very much. And Vivek, I look forward to talking to you again because I will be here in the not too distant future. So thank you today for joining us, and I really and truly appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye now. Red O'Laughlin here, getting ready to sign off on the Wise Ones here on the USA Global TV and Radio Network. And in about 18 minutes, Talking Heads will be starting, and we're talking about optimal health for 2024. What does it take to get there? We have a brand new year happening a month from now, less than a month from now. And if health is one of those things in your horizon, let's join me either live in just a few minutes or take a look at us on the archive on the USA Global TV and Radio Network on YouTube. Till then, I look forward to seeing you either in a few minutes or down the road. Bye now.
USA Global TV and Radio, in partnership with Dr. JACALYN LLC, present Amazon #1 best-selling author, Dr. JACALYN Kerbeck. Dr. JACALYN Kerbeck is a certified life, career, and executive coach who teaches people how to listen at an elevated level through her courses and her books. Dr. Kerbeck teaches her clients how to open their hearts and express themselves through their creative genius. In her children's book series, The Amazing Adventures of Lady Ella, the listening mentor, Dr. Kerbeck teaches children and their families how to listen at an elevated level. Dr. Kerbeck has worked with clients across the world to guide them in how to express themselves and communicate at a highly effective level. Join our team of elevated listeners so you can listen without judgment, without providing a solution, without interruption, and without stealing the stage. To order your books today, go to drjacalyn.com or Amazon.
Hello, Mariska Dupree here, and I am a leadership and development coach that work within the transformation space. And I am also a talking head here on USA Global TV and Radio, as well as being part of some of the other programs, such as A Woman's Prerogative. And I've been with USA Global TV and Radio and Dr. JACALYN for quite some time now, so I thought I would let the rest of you into a couple of secrets. So first off, I absolutely love this platform, and that's most probably why I keep coming back. It is such a great group of people to work with, and Dr. JACALYN continuously look at different ways for everybody to be able to collaborate. So if you are looking for a great space that feels a little bit like family, this is definitely the platform to be at. The other thing that brings a lot of value is, as you may or may not know, we have quite an extensive following. So if you have any programming or any ideas that you would like to bring into the world and get some eyes on what it is that you do, USA Global TV and Radio is definitely the place to be. Now, personally, as I mentioned earlier on, I do my talking head shows, which comes up on a Thursday in the US and a Friday for me here in New Zealand. So even if you are situated in a different place, different continent, Dr. JACALYN makes it really easy for you to be able to be on this platform and be a part of what it is that we are building within USA Global TV and Radio. So it doesn't even matter if you are in a different area like I am, because you can still be part of this fabulous family. And the other thing that I also enjoy about working within this very collaborative space is it is not only within the USA Global TV platform that we work. There are other collaborations also taking place. For instance, me and Dr. JACALYN wrote a couple of children's books that you might have heard about, The Adventures of Lady Ella. And we even wrote a song with one of the other presenters of A Woman's Prerogative, that is Dr. Chan. So there are a lot of scope within this platform, not only to promote the things that you are doing in the world, but also to grow the things that you might be doing in the world. And that is definitely, in my book, a good reason to be on this platform. So until I see you at my next Talking Heads or a Women's Prerogative show, and please join us. Until next time.
This program is brought to you in part by the British School of Excellence and founder, Mr. Philip Sykes. Building confidence, changing lives. Do you share our view that etiquette is a set of modern life skills that are essential for personal and professional success? Join us as an etiquette coach and change people's lives through the power of etiquette and manners.
The last few days have been really amazing. I had a trainer course from the British School of Etiquette.
And I must say it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made and one of the best investments I've made in my own training and development.
Now, words alone will not describe the transformation and the positive path that I have traveled with the British School of Etiquette.
I find I learned a lot from the lessons this time I came.
The last few days with the British School of Etiquette have been fantastic.
And what I've learned now is really beyond my expectations.
This is the most rewarding experience and the best investment I have made this year.
It was just great. I learned so much, and when I go back to Belgium I will incorporate a lot of it into my day-to-day life and business.
It's been absolutely wonderful for the whole week that we were here.
I feel transformed, and I feel like blowing a trumpet and tell people, come and do this school, this class is the best, this is the best school ever.
You should take it. It's just, it will change your life immediately.
I am now able to teach other people how to bring the best of them.
Thank you.
Thank you, BSc.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to our clients for their testimonials on the Train the Trainer program. Our exponential and global growth is so significant that we've evolved from the British School of Etiquette to the British School of Excellence, where we're investors in people. Let us invest in you and your career. Contact us to become an etiquette coach. Go to thebritishschoolofexcellence.com. Start your career and elevate your success today.